To introduce the dignitaries, we have Master Chef Brigade White Kumar. So, the Queen of Anglo-Indian cooking. We have Dr. Oscar Nigli, Senior National President, Senior National Vice President for All India Anglo-Indian Association. So let's give a big round of applause for him. Also, we have our Senior General Manager for this particular hotel, Radisson Blue Hotel, GRT Chennai, Mr. Shabin Sarvotam. And yes, we have a very new addition, family member to our hotel. It's been a month since Chef George Varki have joined us. So, to give one line introduction about Chef George Varki, he has an overall kitchen experience of 35 years. Working for big brands like Shangri-La, Intercontinental, Hilton, Oberoi, Taj, and many other leading hotel group. So he has worked more than 15 plus years outside the country, most of the time in Gulf countries. So, as you all are excited, would like to know the spark, like how did this journey start and move on? I request our Senior General Manager, Mr. Shabin Sarvotam, to please come forward and address the gathering.
Cuisine, we've seen it in the past. We don't see it now anymore. People have forgotten the bygone areas, the bygone days of the Anglo-Indian cuisine. So we wanted to bring it back and give it a little light. So this is one idea what we had in bringing the Anglo-Indian cuisine. And nobody else, then we got the Master Chef, that is Vijit Kumar from Bangalore. She has written about 7 books and has the expertise on that particular field. And we brought her all the way from Bangalore, brought her here, sat with our team for entire things. But before this, we had a curtain raiser at the Amir Mahal, and we had all the dignitaries from various walks of life who came into that place. And that's when we had the official curtain raiser for the Ministry of Chutneys presenting the pop-up restaurant of Anglo-Indian cuisine. We have a masterclass which is happening tomorrow. Vijit Kumar is going to give a class for all those who are interested in cooking the Anglo-Indian cuisine. And after that, we have the official launch going on for ourselves for the next 15 days. I think it's not 15 days, more than that, till about 15, if I'm not mistaken, Mac. Right? Till the 15th of December, we have the Anglo-Indian Festival, which will go on for this thing. So, how and where, I've already explained to you. It's going to be held at this hotel, Very Hotel. We're going to renovate this place, and when we add one more restaurant, we just thought that nothing to be forgotten what is gone by the years, and that's how we thought of adding this Anglo-Indian cuisine to our ever-listing expertise on food what we've done. We've had the Himalayan Salt restaurant what we've produced. We've got the TG Cave, that is the Great Kebab Factory what we have. So these all have been our success stories over the past, and we hope that this also will get a lot of value for ourselves in the coming days.
On cuisine that is so dear to me. As you know, Anglo-Indian cuisine is the delicious result of all the foreign invasions in India, where we have added exotic Indian touch to their bland cuisine. And this cuisine came into existence more than 200 years ago and slowly evolved over time to what it is today. But over the years, many old dishes that were cooked in our grandmother's days are slowly getting extinct. So with that in mind, I decided to do my best to preserve this cuisine. And this is what we are going to do now at the Radisson Blue GRT Chennai. Our chefs are so eager and so enthusiastic about learning this new cuisine, and I'm sure that in the next 15 days they are going to excel in bringing out this this wonderful old dishes that are, like, slowly getting lost along the way. Cutlets, which are all purely Anglo-Indian in taste, where we use very minimal spices, and it's so tasty that you would be wanting to eat more and more. Then we've brought out Grandma's Country Captain Chicken. We have the railway mutton curries. We have some really good prawn temperados, which is a legacy of the Portuguese, and some dishes that are very close to our community, which is the saffron coconut rice, mutton or lamb minced ball curry, and a special relish which only Anglo-Indians make, which is known as a devil chutney.
And I must really congratulate the chairman and the GRT group, the CEO, who is a visionary by himself, Mr. Radisson, and of course the CEO, Mr. Vikram Kota, and the wonderful team they have. They were able to think of something which nobody can see. The last time I saw an Anglo-Indian restaurant was when I was in Australia. That was in one part of Sydney, and I saw another one in Brisbane, which was, of course, like all Indian restaurants, they're far from really authentic Indian food. When it's done in India, it's so beautiful, it's so authentic. And so that is actually the whole crux of this. So I'm really happy that GRT Group of Hotels has been thinking of this Anglo-Indian cuisine, because it's a cuisine that is developed in the British Raj. And he even said it's a dying cuisine. I definitely won't agree with him as the National Vice President of the Anglo-Indian Association. I definitely won't say it's a dying cuisine. Neither will Bridget agree with me on that. It's very much, except it's not commercialized. And I think, not that GRT is going to do it in a commercial way, but then they're going to do it in a way that it will spread the message across. And a full-fledged restaurant is in the making, which is something really, really we're all looking forward to. Because there's never been, I've traveled the length and breadth of the country, addressed many branches and associations all over the country. I'm yet to come across in any proper 5-star hotel an Anglo-Indian restaurant dedicated to Anglo-Indian cooking. This will be the first of its kind. I need to give GRT a big hand for that. Thank you.